EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
69 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room. And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck, Trump. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Off play action, Fields. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott looking deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And he can't do it all on one throw.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
3rd and 4. Back to throw, Fields. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Able to find his man, John Phillips. Still going. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Cowboys Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying the left side with Walker. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one, because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head. #1.
There he goes left side. Still going inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Read option, this is Gibbs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
The Cowboys did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Play action. It's Fields. That's complete. It's Collins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Fields. keeps him. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. One play action. Fields. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. From the gun, here's Fields. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jahmyr Gibbs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this throw will be intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is out of bounds bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Man, 188 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Again, it's Walker.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Cowboys 14.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now a 2nd and 10.
EQ! Angel.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Justin Fields.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
3rd and 5.
Hey, Ken. Easy.
To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Now it's Fields.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here we go, son.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
On first down, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Throwing again is Fields.
Flushed out right. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. Right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Well, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, stay.
Now they send a man in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
They snap it to Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From a yard out.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Fields
rolling to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Fields now to throw.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Gibbs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Walker with another carry.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a first down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
No loss, no loss. Hey, Ken.
On first down, it's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run.
And some space here.
Now he's loose at the 40. DK Metcalf.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Cowboys, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis,